Assalamu alaikum everybody. Our lesson today is talking about also numerical patterns. How can you complete any pattern easily? If you know the rule of the pattern, of course you can do it easily. So let's do together this question. He said here during summer vacation, Jolly read 45 pages each day. Her brother Brett read 15 pages each day. Complete the tables to show how many pages each of them read after 5 days, and after that, what is the relationship do you notice between the terms in each pattern? So firstly, let's know the rule. What is the rule of Jolly and what is the rule of Brett? He said that Jolly read 45 pages each day. So every day he reads 45 pages. So if for the first day, if he reads for the first day 45 pages, so for the second day, yes, he will read also 45 pages. So in 2 days, he read, yes, exactly, which is 45 plus 45 will be 90 pages and so on. So for Jolly, just use this rule, which is plus 45, and for Brett, use this rule, which is plus 15. So firstly, guys, let's complete those tables, of course, using the rules exactly like what did I say to you now. So firstly, the first rule of Jolly, how can you complete the table of Jolly? By using this rule, which is adding 45, because he said in the question, Jolly read 45 pages each day. Okay, so for the first day, he read how many pages? 45 pages. After 2 days, he's gonna read how many pages? Of course, I'm gonna add 45 to 45 to be 90 pages after 2 days. After 3 days, also I'm gonna add 45 to be 135 after 3 days. After 4 days, I'm gonna add also 45 to 135 to be 180 pages after 4 days. After 5 days, he's gonna read how many pages? Also, I'm gonna add 45 more to be 225 pages after 5 days. What about Brett? Also, I have to look at the question again. He said her brother Brett read 15 pages each day. So what is the rule of Brett? Of course, I'm going to add 15 to get the next day. So what is the rule of Brett here? Just add 15. He starts here for the first day by 15 pages. Then I'm going to add another 15 to be 30 pages after 2 days. I'm going to add another 15 to be 45 pages after 3 days. I'm going to add another 15 to be 60 pages after 4 days. I'm going to add 15 more to be 75 pages after 5 days. So here I completed the tables easily because I knew the pattern, I knew the rule of those patterns. Okay, so he said here after that, after completing the tables, what relation do you notice between the terms in each pattern? As I said before in the previous lesson or in the previous video, how to get the relationship between two persons easily or between the two tables easily, just subtract for the same day or for the same week or for the same month. Here, for example, for the first day, for Jolly read 45 pages and Brett read 15 pages. If we subtracted them, what will I get? Yes, I'll get 30. Okay, just subtract for the second day, 90 pages for Jolly and 30 pages for Brett. If we subtracted them, what will we get here? We'll get 60. I want you to look at the difference for the first one, the difference for the second one. Of course, they are not same. When you subtract 45 and 15, what will you get here? I'll get 30. And when you subtract 90 and 30, I'll get 60. Of course, I didn't get the same answer here, so I can't get the relationship using subtracting here. So I'm gonna use dividing here. So again, guys, I tried to get the relationship by subtracting, but I couldn't because I got different answers. So I'll try to do that again, but with dividing. So let's choose any day now. For example, for the first day, if we divided 45 by 15, what will I get? I'll get 3. Okay, another day, like the fourth day for both of them. The fourth day, after 4 days for Jolly read 180 pages after 4 days, and the Brett read 60 pages after 4 days. If we divided them, I get also 3. If you chose any day here, also will be 3 if you divided the number of pages in the same day for both of them, for Jolly and Brett. Also you will get 3. So here I got the same number, I got the same answer when I'm dividing for the same day. How many pages in the same day? I got 3. So I can say now that the relationship exactly like that, which is Jolly always read 3 times as many pages as Brett. Okay, so that's the relationship between those tables, guys. So again, as I said to you, just to check with subtracting. If we subtracted, of course, I will not get the same answer, but with dividing, I got 3 for all of them. So that's the rule, or that's the relationship between them, which is the first one. Jolie always reads 3 times as many pages as Brett. Okay, let's take one more question. He said at the beginning of the question, use the rules, add 250 and add 125 to help you. Here he told me the rules, of course. So he said Maria and Henry are each starting a saving account. Maria puts $250 into her saving account each month. Henry puts $125 into his saving account each month also. How much money will each of them have saved after 6 months? Complete the table to solve. So firstly, let's complete this table to get how much money will each of them have saved after 6 months. What will I do now? He said, firstly, Maria puts 250 into her saving account each month, yeah? So at the end of the first month, she puts how much money? Yes, 250. So what is the rule of Maria? Just plus 250. So for the first month will be 250. For the second month will be 500 because I'm adding 250 more here. Plus more 250 will be 750 after 3 months. So how much money will be with her after 3 months will be 750. After 4 will be 1000. Add more 250 will be 1250. Add more 250 will be 1500. What about Henry? What is the rule of Henry? Firstly, he said here that Henry puts $125 into his saving account each month. So the rule of Henry is exactly plus 125 or add 125. So for the first month or at the end of the first month, he has saved or he puts in his saving account how much money? Exactly $125. Okay. After 2 months, how much money does he have in his saving account? Exactly. If you added 125 more, will be $250, and add more 125 to be 375. With 125 more will be 500. With 125 more will be 625. Then with 125 more will be 750. Here I have completed the tables easily because I knew the rule. After that, question 5. So he said, what did he say again for question 4 or for this question? He said, how much money will each of them have saved after 6 months? Of course, I got them here. So Maria has saved $1,500 after 6 months, and Henry has saved $750 after 6 months. Yes. Question 5, he said, what relationship do you notice between the total amount Maria has saved after each month and the total and the total amount Henry has saved also after each month? Yes. How can you do this question easily? Here I want to get the relationship between Maria and Henry. Okay, how to get the relationship? Again, as I said to you before, that you can get the relationship easily if you know yes, if you know how to subtract them. Also, if subtracted them easily, 250 minus 125, I'll get what? I'll get 125. But when you subtract 500 minus 250, you'll get 250. When you subtract 750 minus 375, you'll get 375. So with subtracting, guys, I'll not get the same answer, but with dividing, I'll get exactly the same answer. With dividing 500 by 2, 500 by 250, I'll get 2. For the next month, if you divide it, for example, 1000 by 500, I'll get also 2. With dividing we're dividing the same numbers for the same month, the same amount of money for the same month for both of them, Maria and Henry, I'll get also 2. So guys, the relationship between them exactly 2 times. So I'm gonna write the relationship exactly like that, which is Maria always puts in her saving account 2 times as much money as Henry. Okay. Yes, guys. So again, question 5 again, he said, what relation do you notice between the total amount Maria has saved after each month and the total for who and the total for Henry also? Okay, so here in this question, in question 5, I want to get the relationship between between how much money Maria and Henry have saved at the end of each month, okay, or after each month. So again, how can you get this one easily? How can you solve this question easily? Firstly, if I want to get the relationship, just subtract the amount of money for the same month for both of them, Maria and Henry. But with subtracting, of course, I'll not get the same answer. So I'll check that with dividing. 250 and 125, I'll get 2. With dividing 500 and 250, also I'll get 2. 750 and 375, also I'll get 2. 1000 and 500, also I'll get 2. So with dividing, I got the same answer. So I can see the relationship exactly like that, which is Maria always puts in her saving account 2 times as much money as Henry. Question 6. If Maria and Henry continue saving this way for a full year, do you know how many months is in the full year? Yes, exactly, 12 months is in the full year. So how much more will Maria have saved than Henry? Okay, so firstly, let's don't care for how much more now. I want to care for both of them now have how much money after a full year or after 12 months exactly. Of course, if you looked at the table, this table only stopped with 6 months. Yes, I know everybody here, or everyone here, Maria and Henry, have how much money after 6 months? Of course, Maria has 1,500 and Henry has 750. And for a full year, how many months is exactly? 12 months. So this one, 6 months. If you doubled 6 months, yes, what will I get now for 1,500? Of course, will be 3,000. And if you doubled after 6 months for Henry, 750 exactly will be 1,500. So after a full year, which is 12 months, will be exactly Maria has saved $3,000 in her saving account, and Henry has saved also what, guys? Has saved $1,500 in his saving account. How can you do it by another way? We can do it easily by another way by multiplying 250, okay, by how many months, which is needed here, which is full year, which means 12 months. So you can multiply 250 by 12 months to give you how much money Maria has saved after a full year, which exactly also will be 3,000. And also I can use the same thing with Henry. I'm going to multiply 125 by 12. Also I'll get $1,500 after a full year for Henry. And after that he said, how much more will Maria have saved than Henry? I can leave this question for you. If you know that how much more means what, just write the answer of this question in comments, please. Okay, so again, how much more means what? Okay, if you know how much more means what, you can complete this question after knowing how Maria has saved how much money after a full year, and Henry has saved how much money after 1 year. I want to get how much more will Maria have saved than Henry. You can write the answer in the comments. Okay, thank you guys so much.